With Dead by Daylight's 10th anniversary coming up this year, we are finally getting the most historic license that this game will ever receive. Jason from Friday the 13th is finally arriving in the fog, and with him comes a very, very unique power, as well as some very fun perks. In today's video, I've managed to put together 3 builds that all use at least one of his unique perks to truly show off the true potential of this slasher. So, I hope you enjoy. Alright, so we are on the Jason PTB. We are, of course, playing as the one and only Jason, and I'm using a build that focuses around his new Hex perk, as well as just other gen regression to keep the progression, or just to keep them in check. The survivors in check, that is. We are going to use our omnipresent evil mode, which is essentially like a Wraith teleport, or like a spirit phase, to try and find our first survivor, which we do here. Let's pop on out here. Let's get in a chase with someone. Oh, I miss. Good dodge, though. What we can do, though, is we can pick up another one in one of these scrap piles. I do think that Meg will probably be over here. Ooh, nice dodge.
I see. Nice, that works well for us.
Let's see if we can get her to further power. She doesn't further power. Interesting. What we can do is, though, is just immediately reappear and get our hit in.
Are they leaving? Yeah, they're leaving. Oh my god, that's so scary, dude. Wait, nicely done. That's actually such a good fake. That's such a good tech, actually, just to pretend to leave. Okay, nice. We dodged the spear there. Beautiful.
So the way the projectile works is, it's not super complicated, but it's quite an easy projectile that we can get by walking up to hooks or scrap piles. That way we can replenish them. And as you can see there, we get the Meg for the nice and easy down. Gonna go ahead and walk on over here. It seems like that the Sheva will get this generator done, which is a big shame, but hey-ho. Ooh, we nearly get her there. Mighty unfortunate. Let's see. Ah, I tried to do my thing there. It didn't quite work. She's gonna use the new survivor perk that's in the PTB for the time being. We can actually see her here. Unfortunately, we can't really teleport and affect her, but what I do know is that they're over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and affect this generator by making sure that we can apply some eruption on it, and then re-entering this mode to hopefully find someone else. Find a Steve. Gonna launch the Steve there. Steve doesn't seem to know where he's going, as we get the quick 1-2. He's a pretty fun killer. Very fluid motion, I would say. But we are still charging up our Hex. We can hear someone's here. There we go! Hit the Sheva. Dead on. Gonna go ahead and run here. Pick up another hook. That way we have our spear. And there goes the Sheva. Nowhere for her to run. And we get the quick down. Let's apply our pop to that generator there. No reason not to. Oh, there she is. They are going to use that to run away, but what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and disappear. We do actually see them here. What I'm going to do is phase here, and obviously there she is there. No real surprise, and I imagine, yep. Oh, we miss Meg there. Unfortunate. Make her think we're gonna go pick up something. I'm not.
They might come back through this pallet. I was gonna say. Oh my god, that was so well played. Sumi's low-key a demon with that shit. I get injured here. That's okay. We leave.
What I can do, though, actually, is just this. That way we can keep forcing her. Oh, you don't dodge! Nice. This pallet will still be blocked, though, thanks to their perk, which keeps these in an upright position. So what we can do is we can just take this hook for quite literally free. Gonna go ahead and throw him or her up here and go back into our omnipresent evil. Gonna go ahead and check the generators. This generator has been touched.
Cooks and chase? That's what I mean. Like, the mind games we've been seeing so far from Sumi have been super nice.
Ooh, and speaking of which, there is a Sheva. Gonna lob that into her. Leaves her with nowhere to run. And there we go. The quick 1-2 on the Sheva. And now, we are gonna get our Hex perk that will start to hinder the survivors. Gonna see if we can find any of them. They are here. Let's pop on out. Say hello to Steven. Lob that in him. Kick the generator. While we're at it. Ah, they find our Hex immediately. That's a damn shame. Steve not knowing. Just take position here, and Steve running in this direction. So we're gonna just send him down the street with our spear. This power is really funny to see in action, as you quite literally are just hurling survivors off into the distance. Gonna go ahead and hook him and head back into our evil spooky mode. Imagine that they most likely will be here, so show on up. See if we can... Ooh, barely don't get her. What we can do though is get the quick M1, like such, and we can then disappear again. Ooh, there we go, teleport here. The broken pallet location. And there we go! Catch her on the out. Leave her nowhere to run. And that will be the V dead. I'm gonna go ahead and teleport. And see, yep, there is Sheva trying to hide from us, not working. I'll reapply my eruption on this gen though. And have a quick glance. We can obviously hear someone's on this gen. It's the Meg. Good dodge from Meg there.
Yeah, it's fuck, okay. Oh, dude, we gotta be so patient here. Okay, nice. They used it out of that pallet, which means we don't have to worry about them mind gaming us here, potentially.
And what we can do is pop on out and break the pallet instead this time. Sheva avoiding it. Nice. I think what I'll do, though, is honestly, I will just take that spear and disappear off. Someone's on this gen. Or I just wasn't allowed to kick it in my spooky form. I forget that I can't do that. I'm really smart, trust me. What we can do, though, is we can disappear once again. We can hear them. Here, nowhere for them to run. Barely don't get her. Just enough speed from her. What we can do, though. Ooh, nearly get her. Disappear. And we can come back. Come kick the pallet. After regaining a hook.
Yeah, we got away with that, luckily. He's hard to blind. Nice, okay, we made a lot of distance there.
Did she see us run? She did. She's got a good loop here. I say we just disappear. Because we can come on over here and scare our new friends. As we get the V. Very nice. I'm gonna pick up that there. And obviously she then can't dodge, which means we get that pallet as well as the down. Being able to just pick and choose which chase you want to go in is pretty good for this killer, I cannot lie. As well as the ability to just pressure all these generators at once. It's a very nice luxury to have. What we can do though is teleport right back on out here. Unfortunately, we're right next to the hook, which is gonna let them know, but... Ooh! This Meg doesn't want to dodge at all. I mean, I know why. I know who this Meg is. I'm gonna keep chasing them around this way. Pick up a hook. And come back here. Gonna lob it straight into her. She's gonna give us this. Gonna be able to pick up a spike. can do, though. So obviously say no to this gen being repaired. Yeet that straight into the Sheva. And thanks to the speed that we get from our add-on, nowhere for them to run, as we are now in a fairly good position, I'd say so, as, well, we've managed to 8-hook everyone. Gonna go ahead and come over here, ensure that this gen doesn't get complete, and have a little look at our other generators, just so I can get a gist of things. You can see Steven. Ooh, we even get the Steven there, nice! And thanks to the aura we get from it, you can still see him. And what we can do, vault on over here, leave him nowhere to run, and that, well, that is the Steven dead. Thanks to one of the many Moris that we can get on this killer. So brutal. They aren't here, so what we can do is just use our manifesting to appear on over here. Ooh, we get the Meg there. Very nice. Pick up the hook here. Nice dodge from Meg.
Damn, nice shot. I didn't know which way he was going to come there. Fuck, I missed the window.
I'm gonna go ahead and teleport here. Oh, nice hit on the Meg, and we get the second mini Mori on her too. There we go, leaving us down to just 2 survivors now. As we can actually see, the Sheva there, as we can quite literally force her into a lose-lose situation. Nowhere left for her to run. Oh, she's running the new perk. Let's pick up a hook and head back into Omnipresent Evil. That way we can track her. We can see that she's here. What I'm gonna do is just spawn in here. And she doesn't know where we are, and this will be death for the Sheva as well. All that means is we are down to just V, who gets the shack, or the pallet, or the hatch immediately. Nice job. And that is a very good game, I must say so myself. Very fun, very fun. A very good way to start off, but yeah, let's get on to the next game. Alright, we are on the game, and this time we are running Rampage. Rampage is a perk that whenever you get stunned, you receive haste based on the amount of generators that you have broken up to that point. And, well, we can just fling her in there and I can just get some nice free hits in, unfortunately. Nowhere for you to go. I see you. I'm rooting for you. As we're going to get a really good start off here. Actually, they're going to throw that pallet. What are they doing here? I'm so intrigued. Well, they throw the pallet, which is a nice thing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hook our good friend here. I keep chasing who... No, actually, I think what I'll do is I'll spawn here. That way I'm able to kick this pallet. And now I am receiving some haste because of it whenever I get stunned next. We could just keep chasing here. Another pallet for us. And that's also going to charge our Spirit Fury, which is quite nice to have. You can actually see them there. Meant to teleport to the one upstairs, but I accidentally teleported downstairs. Ooh, and we get the Cheryl there. Pin her to the wall. You're coming with me. Oh, they get the flashlight though. Nice. We are actually gonna get value from Rampage. We are 2% faster right now, which is actually quite nice. And what I'm gonna do is swing in, and there we go. It's just gonna break. Nothing that she can do, and well, that will be game for her. What I will do though is I will go ahead do that not only to go get a hook, but to also suss out if there's anyone nearby, which we can see. is the Rebecca, who I will just fling that into, and I'll now take my time and then go ahead and hook the Cheryl, as we can see that the Rebecca is chasing us still, so she will be our next target. You can see that she is running in this direction. Teleport here. That way I'm in front of her, I take the priority. And she cannot stop me from getting that. Another flashlight attempt. This time unsuccessful, as well as getting the down. They are not in a good position whatsoever here, as we are, well, pretty much able to just do whatever I wish right now. What I will do though is I will go check up on our gens. That way I can give them a chance to hop back into this game if they choose so. Which they are doing right now. Let's see, it being the PTB, not very often I'll get a game, so I do want to try and make the most out of these. Oh, and I forget, breaking walls also counts, so I should go break all the walls as well to add to our increased haste, even if it is going to screw me over in the long run. What we can keep doing though is we can keep teleporting around, just breaking all of these walls to give us extra haste. That way when we get stunned, we'll get a big haste increase. Actually, we have a Claire here. Don't know why she just went straight for a gen, but no real secret as to where she is. Oh, I think, yep, they're trying to go for more flashlight saves, which I'm fine with, as long as they ain't getting them. I'm gonna go ahead and walk on over here, follow these tracks, see where this leads. Yep, they're here. Confuse them. Ooh, nearly get them. Just slightly off. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little nice tech I learned. That way, I don't get stunned, but it makes her think I've been stunned. I'm gonna go use it to grab another hook as well. What I'll do is I'll use this location to come out of. We can fling the Cheryl down there. Leave her little, very small options. Grab the hook on our way over. And there she is, pinned into the wall. Again. Not gonna go in that direction, though I'll fake it. No. She's not gonna throw the pallet for us, unfortunately, which I really did want her to do. What I will do, though, is I will do this. Teleport on up here. That way I can scare anyone who runs in this direction, which I will have on the Claire here. See if I can... Ooh. I tried to get the falling shot on her. Doesn't quite hit her, unfortunately. What I'm going to go do is I'm going to go ahead and click this. See if I can find her. She is running down here. That way. We pop out here. And we, as you can see there, completely block her from any means of transportation, as we are going to pin her to the wall and get our first Mori of this game. Brutal. I think what I will do is I will come out here. That way I can come over here and kick this pallet and have an additional charge on Rampage. No imagination there. Straight through it at her. We do get some though, but what that does mean is we have increased haste. Because of it, we do have our 6% extra. And I'm just going to disappear here. Leave her confused. We'll teleport down here so that we don't break it manually or break it with the power. That way, we can come up here and break it with our own. Ooh, a nice dodge. What we can do though is pick up that hook there, and yeah, we can keep the pressure applied here on this Rebecca. Ooh, very nice dodge. She's playing well. I'm gonna go ahead and teleport just here. That way I can interrupt them. Unfortunately, Cheryl, I can't be nice. Not today. That's another kill. I'm gonna just go back into our omnipresent evil. That way we can keep lurking around and hopefully find either the Lara or the... Ooh, we can see them. And because of it, we can spawn light on top of Lara, who has absolutely nowhere that she can run. Because we're going to get her there. And we did see the Rebecca, who was over here. Ooh. Not quite, but we can still break this. Keep chasing her here. And that will be the game. We did manage to get Rampage value. It was pretty damn satisfying when we did get it. But yeah, let's go ahead and kill this Lara Croft. Very, very, very nice. As I said, managing to get some Rampage value out of the build. Not a huge much, but you can see the potential in it. But yeah, let's get on to our final perk and our final build for today. Alright, so our final match is going to be using Silent Shadow, which is his undetectable perk. Essentially, it gives 13 seconds of undetectable off spawn, and then when all the generators are powered, we are permanently undetectable for the rest of the game. So what we're doing is we're pairing it up with a bit of a nice endgame build. That way, we can get the best amount of value out of this build. We find the Renato here. I'm going to go ahead and pick up that. And then make my way back on over. Oh, I barely miss him. It won't matter too much though, as we can just keep chasing him here. He is going to slow himself down slightly. And that is going to be the hits that we need to get him. I think what I will do is I will face this edge of the pier, that way they can't get a flashlight save on me. And that's already 2 hits on our obsession, which is going to give us 2 stacks of Remember Me already. So yeah, the idea is to ignore the generators, do as much as we can, and then gut them in the end game. Use our omnipresent evil to help us find someone else to go say hi to. We find the Rose, who we hit from down below. Very nice. Gonna go ahead and go into our Jason mode again. And we can see her over here. No real surprise as to where she is. I miss. What she does do though is she goes to throw that. And well, the pallet lifts itself up thanks to the perks that the survivor's running. So we can just go ahead and walk on through and get our second hook. Gonna go back into Omnipresent Evil. They are here. Let's have a little high. I'm gonna throw that in him. They are gonna get the pallet. That is fine, because I can go ahead and break it, and I can get some add-on value. That being the dirty money. Tried to go for the long shot there. Don't quite hit it. What I can do... No, he did move. Gonna go ahead and go back into our stalker mode. That way we can find Michaela, who is right there. Nice dodge. Doesn't matter though, because we can still keep up the pressure. Because what I can do is I see her moving around, and because of our add-on, we are going to go ahead and immediately get another spear back. And we're going to be able to even hit the Talitha there and auto-grab Michaela, as that is going to give us 3 hits on our No Way Out. And, well, this is starting to look really good for endgame right now. Just keep using our Omnipresent Evil to get around the map. Have a little gander, a few other generators around the map. We can hear them here. Let's say hello. Nowhere for Renato to go, obviously because he's injured. And that just makes a really easy down for us, as there's no time for him to react there. We can also hear someone up here. So, what I think I'll do, yep. We can hear that the Rose did jump. I don't see her though. Ooh, she got the save. We can do though is emerge here. And go ahead, get the Talita. Not really a huge surprise. Go ahead and say hi to Renato still. He is going to give us a free hit. I'm just going to flip around though. Use this as time to just go ahead and get our good friend Talita up on a hook. Now, we're in a fairly good spot as I am just going to keep leaving these generators to be done. That way we can get to endgame to show the true potential of this power. What I will do though is I will use this to pop on out here. As I am trying to go after the Rose here. I don't really care about you. Unless we are going to send her up there. No chance for her to dodge that one. I'm going to use this to grab this hook here. And listen out here. We can hear the Rose. Who is indeed on that. But we can't see her. Mighty unfortunate. But nowhere for her to hide there. And that is another down in our favor. Where are you? There you are. We are only one hook away, or one hit away on our obsession to getting the full usage out of Remember Me. So we can maybe potentially get that. Well done. What I will do is this. That way. Cause a lot of confusion. And we'll go ahead and loop this way. Ooh, I nearly get the hit on her there. Close, but not close enough. Ah, so she is running cross-examination. Not that it matters, we still get her. And now is the time where I want to find Renato. As finding that Renato is the key way to stopping them from having any way of denying my endgame capabilities. We missed the Rose, unfortunately. But we can keep chasing her. We obviously can see her scratch marks. You can see that she's running over here. There we go. Skewer the Rose, and now she is as dead as spaghetti. I don't know what they're doing. Flashing my face. It is the Renato, which is the one I want to chase. Not quite sure why he's in our face, but I will not complain. I'll leave Michaela. Ooh, nearly get him there. What I'll do though is I'll use this time to head on over here and vault this way, preventing him from being able to vault it. That's going to send him off into the distance, displace him. Now we are just down to only needing to kill him. Let's see if we can get our kill. Yes, we can. And now we're going to say goodbye to Renato as well. They do reset the power, but what I think I will do is I will be very, very evil and take my foot off the pedal to allow them to finish the generator. In the meantime, though, I can go ahead and waltz on up here to get a nice free hit on this gen. And let's just hope that they start to go for these generators. That way we can truly show them how evil we can be. It would appear that they are on no generator, so I guess I'm going to be sat here for a tinsy bit, but they are on this gen. So I'm going to be evil. I'm going to let them have it, and instead I'm going to start playing the gates to show off the perk, as well as how deadly this build can be. They do immediately try and get the exit gate, which I can commend them for. However, their unfortunate circumstance is the gates are blocked, and I can most likely have knowledge on them at all times. What I think I will do, however, is I will keep coming back over here. Because we are now permanently undetectable, I don't really have a need to enter my phase form, unless I really need to be somewhere. As we can see here, completely catching Michaela off guard, as that is going to be another hook. Let's throw her on up here. That way, they are left with no real idea as to where I am, and we are maybe going to find her. She gets the unhook. Commendable. She's not paying attention though. A silent shadow comes in handy as we get the immediate down. And obviously we know Michaela is gonna be on this door. Oh, I nearly get her again through the window. We can do those. Go pick up another spear. And just follow these scratch marks. She is ran over here. Nice dodge, but unfortunately, there's nowhere left for you to run, Michaela. There we go. The full value from the build, as they were unable to get the gates. And we are also going to get our final Mori for the video. Well, there you have it. An incredibly fun new killer to the roster, that being Jason himself. I'm looking forward to his live appearance on the 14th. Definitely will be my main, as I've been looking forward to Jason for so many years. But yeah. Once again, if you've made it to this part of the video, first I'd like to say thanks. First of all, I'd like to say thanks to Brand for allowing me to use his footage. His link will be in the description if you'd like to go check him out. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, be sure to like and subscribe, as well as letting me know what you like most about Jason. Once again, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.